Hello there, welcome to Damascus Life. Just do a quick video just using this Ryobi here that I've shown before in other videos. Doing a primer bulb replacement, and what we're going to do today is going to take in this area back here. It's kind of overgrown and everything. I didn't want to weed whack it all down, clear it up so I can see where all the little stumps are and stuff, because we'd like to be able to mow this as part of the back hill. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up and shoot another little video with the results of after weed whacking the crap out of it. We've had a lot of trees and stuff taken down, so this was a really overgrown area that we've been working on for a while. And you can see all the weeds and stuff, and knock this stuff down and get in here and find these little stumps and stuff that are in here. Like here's an old root right here in the ground. That wouldn't be good on a mower. Stuff like that we might need to get cut out, and so we can start mowing this like a normal part of the yard. Not too bad, shouldn't be too hard to do, but try to get out here before it becomes 90 degrees. I'll come back with the results. Okay, so now I got some weed whacking done. I came up in here and did a little cleanup around these logs that are being saved for some logging projects, some sawmill projects. Came back in this corner, which probably never be used for anything, but I still cleaned it up. Running a weed whacker is a workout, depending on what you're doing. I mean, it's pretty good coverage. It took me about less than 20, a little less than 20 minutes to do all this. Just clearing the ground up here. That way when we come back and rake all this, we can find stuff like these old bush stumps and stuff. And some other things, like here's a little stump in the ground here, right there. We don't want to hit that with the mower, so we're going to mark some of the stuff and try to get some of it out. But now that's cleaned up with the weed whacker, I can take that dirt pile there and utilize them in different areas I need them. Get them out of the way. A couple little things over here to clean up. But it worked out pretty well. That area over there behind that wood pile, I'm just going to spray that with some farm industrial weed killer and help knock that down. All with the Ryobi weed whacker, expandable. That way you can take it off with the brush chopper. I have a brush chopper for it too, works really well. Use it on a lot of the bamboo saplings, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of work over here behind the fire pit and the dog house and everything, and clean some of that up. Okay, what I've done so far is I did that back section, then I skipped over here. We have a big burn pit. Came up in here and started clearing all this out with the weed whacker. Did all around the burn pit. It was all overgrown, so I just did all the way around it, around these stumps and all that fun stuff. And the battle in here is all these old bamboo stumps in here. So when we can get those kind of out of here, we can start mowing it with the mower. Start getting up in here with the mower instead of weed whacking. Got the old Craftsman mower there. Still runs, just needs a belt, drive belt. It's an old puller. I don't really use it for mowing or nothing, just pulling stuff around the yard. So there's a lot of these little bamboo stumps and stuff in here that caught on that mower deck on the John Deere. So it's kind of not mowable. Some parts, like right behind that fire pit there, we can come around there and mow a little bit and up and around. I got to level out that hump up there. Might summons maybe a little bit of help with a tractor and a backhoe in the future to help clean some of this up. Get some of these little stumps out. There's an old cement pile here that came from our project for up there by the house, that awning that was all enclosed with cement around the bottom and stuff. There's a video on my channel here that kind of shows a little bit of that. Sneak peek at the end. I think it's at the end of the fly trap video I did. I'll be doing some more stuff about the house and projects on the house in the future here in Damascus Life. And you know, in Arkansas, it ain't no, you don't have a good property unless you got a junk pile. So here's a junk pile. Actually, I could probably use some of the crap in here, like that metal pole over there and stuff. Integrate with the chicken coop maybe in the future. Or I might just say, hey, anybody wants some scrap crap, come get it. So, you know, a lot of weed whacking. Some of these big stumps here from the trees we took out earlier the fall, well, late fall. Or I actually late winter, not fall, but we took out, it was actually February. If I could speak right. After running that weed whacker for a while, your hands are kind of numb and your brain's kind of rattled. I could tell you that much. But I would tell you that little Ryobi weed whacker definitely does a great job. I mean, it's a workhorse. Now I'm going to go up here and show you my next project today. Not a very big project, but it has to get done. I got this old dead limb here that hangs up. I'm going to cut that out today, get that out of the way. And I got another little chainsaw project over there with that stump way over there. That one sticking up there. I got a little project I have to cut some roots, but I'll be showing that here in a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and to cut this limb out. Okay, now we got that limb cut off right there. Also did a little one up there, a limb that broke off before. Did all that with this good old Ryobi chainsaw. I did a little video on it a little bit. If you're looking for some outdoor gasoline power tools, you know, I'm not sponsoring, and they don't sponsor or do anything like that. They don't give me no money. They can if they want. Ryobi, if you see this video, feel free to drop me some free accessories for my power tools or something. But anyways, it's wishful thinking, ain't it? But anyway, this saw here I've had for, man, 4 years. And man, it's just been kick-ass. It really has. I took the tip guard off of it because that's for sissies. But anyways, it's kicked ass. I really have no problem with it. It's always been a really good saw. And I've owned other different stuff, but this has been doing the trick. Same with that weed whacker. So I done already cleaned it up. See my hand shaking a little bit there. And weed whacker still got me all shooken up, but loaded up all the wood. It fell, it busted a little bit. I cut up some more of it. It was kind of rotted out, but you know, cleaned it up. I got a little pile there to pick up. But I got one more project with this chainsaw here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what that is. Okay. Now I'm not trying to make this a long, old drawn out thing, but back in the early spring, storms came through, blew over 2 of my pine trees, which is fine because we were gonna take them out anyways, like we did 7 others. And we had them logged, and that's what helped me build my chicken run and some other projects around the Damascus home front here. But here's some logs from it right here, cut down, ready to go to my buddy's mill. And then there's another stump down here, where the other tree that blew over, and the logs he cut to go to the mill. Just kind of sitting here storing them for a while for him. He has plenty of work, but they're not in my way, no big deal. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and trim up some of these roots with the chainsaw. One thing to keep in mind with a chainsaw, don't ever hit the dirt. You hit the dirt, you might as well consider it good and dull. Even one good nick. I mean, it don't take much with a chainsaw blade to dull them and hitting dirt and crap. So I'm going to be careful and just trim up what I can so I get the spider web looking mess out of here, so I can start filling in around it and cleaning up the area a little bit. Maybe one day I'll take that stump there and have there's a professional carver that to help come do some tree work for us, and maybe he'll cut me a deal. I'll leave his information in the description below here in the video. He does really good carvings out of wood, and good job. Awesome artist. So I'll leave a little link for that. But I'm gonna get this trimmed up real quick. It's probably one of the last projects I really want to get done today before it gets blazing hot here. Got all that weed whacked out, over there cleaned up. Got them branches done over on that tree. You know, busy morning. But you gotta keep it going. We've been here for 3 years trying to keep this property cleaned up and get it cleaned up. Trying to start our little chicken hobby business going here. Not really a business, but just a hobby. Raising some chickens and selling chicks and stuff. This is something I like to do. We'll get more into that later in some different videos, but it's a good old day at Damascus Life, and I'll show you some of this right here when I get done. Trimming up some of this roots on this stump. But it's a beautiful day. It's gonna be a hot one. So I wanted to get here early and get going before I got too hot. But let me get this going here, and I'll show you some of the end results. Alrighty, got done cleaning that mess up over here. What we got here is a mess. I trimmed all these roots up I could along the stump. Pile them up over there, and now I can come in and backfill all the way around this with this dirt here, this dirt pile here, and with the dirt around it, and clean this up a little bit. And after doing all that work, and it's getting hot out now, getting pretty warm, nothing like having some Ozark natural spring water. Stuff's good stuff. My son, my youngest, drinks nothing but water, and he loves this brand for some reason. I don't know, water's water, but man, it does hit the spot. A nice cold Ozark water here. That's about it. That's all I got going on here. Show you a little bit of chicken action. One of my roosters. The rest of them are all hiding out down here. Eat the kids' play thing here I made out of pallets. A little fort. I don't know. There's chillaxing, I guess, in there. Hey there, buddy. They like to hang out around here off and on. They'll go back to their run and come back out and peck around, so they stay busy. And I'll let Rocky out here in a little bit. Rocky, he gets in his dog kennel and comes out off and on periodically, and I let him do a lot of running. He's got to watch him around the chickens, still training them. But that's it. That's all I got going on here, Damascus Life today. I think I'm going to take the rest of the day and just enjoy it. If you watch this to the end, thank you. Like and subscribe. There'll be more little tidbit videos coming out. Just work going on here in Damascus Life. Never a dull moment, always something to do. But like and subscribe. I'll leave a link to Mr. Lee, who does the custom log carving. Maybe I'll get him out here and do some work for me, and I can do a video on that. He does really good carvings. I'll leave a link to his Facebook page. Y'all can check him out if you're around the Arkansas area, Central Arkansas. You know, he does some very good work. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say out, and I'm gonna take the rest of the day to relax.